review of Dante and Tovia, starring Onyii Alex, Clinton Joshua, Saga Adeolu. My Flicks to Click fans. Dante and Tovia is another Nollywood blockbuster by Onyii Alex. And he's acting in the same movie. Can you imagine? But what actually happened in this very, very interesting movie? Well, I will tell you that Onyii Alex is actually a big sister. A big sister to a clingy young brother who is played by Clinton Joshua. This big elder sister who is so responsible for her younger brother. They are so close. And why are they close? Well, it's because although they had parents, their parents are no more. Their parents are late. They only have one another. So, since Onyii Alex is the first daughter in the family, she is the only other responsible person in the home. She is now standing as a father and also as a mother to take care of her younger brother, Clinton Joshua. But as she continues this her very, very noble act of being papa and of being mama to Clinton Joshua, her younger brother, it now becomes clear to Onyii Alex that, her younger brother Joshua, he has found this habit of stealing people's properties. Oh, hey, Onyii Alex is very intelligent. She's very dedicated to taking care of her younger brother. But she now discovers this terrible truth about her younger brother. She has been trying everything possible to make sure that her younger brother, Clinton Joshua, comes out in flying colors in school, for him to be educationally excellent, for him to grow up to be the person, the child, the man that their parents would have loved to see if they were still alive. But what happens? My Flicks to Click fans, what happens? As Clinton Joshua, her younger brother, decides that, or rather not really decide, because it's not his fault that he keeps on stealing. I've let out the cat out of the bag. Clinton Joshua decides, or rather, he keeps on hurting the heart, the beautiful heart of his elder sister, Onyii Alex. But why? Because when he goes out with no property, he will, first of all, he must go out. He will go out with no property, and he'll now come back with people's property. That is called kleptomania. He can't help but steal. And the most painful part of it is that Clinton Joshua is telling his sister, Onyii Alex, telling his big sister that, see, sister, I no even fit make friends with anybody. Because if I'm their friend, I go come and steal their property. Hey, which kind katakata be this? This revelation really breaks down Onyii Alex's heart. Is it this her younger brother that it has become a thief, a kleptomaniac? Where will she start? As this reality, weighs down on Alice's heart, on Onyii Alex's heart. Onyii Alex cries and cries and cries and cries like she has never ever cried before in her life. She can't believe it. She's so confused. She doesn't even know what to do, where to start. Because Onyii Alex she really loves her younger brother. She is his mother, his father. He's like a son to her. But now it is very, very clear to her that Clinton Joshua, her younger brother, has a problem. Even though she has done everything possible to take proper and good care of Clinton Joshua, her younger brother. But alas, Onyii Alex now realizes, incorrectly, that Clinton Joshua, her younger brother, has a possessive spirit of stealing people's properties. That was before she realized from her friend, Dr. Steve, that this act that her brother is carrying out is not just a normal thing. It's not possessive spirit of stealing people's properties. Na real mental disorder called kleptomania. But my Flicks to Click fans, won't you ask yourself, what is this kleptomania myself? My Flicks to Click fans, better educate yourself. Kleptomania na mental health condition where a person will feel one kind of uncontrollable urge like this to steal things. Hey, my Flicks to Click fans. People have this kleptomania, they're called kleptomaniacs. And they might try, but unsuccessfully, not to steal. In fact, some of them, when they steal, they will feel so guilty for stealing, but they cannot help it. They will have to steal. In fact, na impulse control disorder. We can treat it with medicine and therapy, but it is difficult if the person is not committed, if the kleptomaniac is not committed to treating his mental health condition. If he or she doesn't believe that they have a mental health condition, they will not treat it. Now, this mental health condition called kleptomania, where a person will feel one kind of overpowering and irresistible urge to steal things. Hey, do you know that these people, they know that stealing is wrong? They know that they can get into trouble, but they cannot help themselves. That is what is so pathetic about kleptomania. And these people who are called kleptomaniacs, they know they steal because of lack of willpower. They know they steal because of control. They know they steal because of character flaw. No, na medical condition. They cannot resist the ability to thief. That is the truth. They cannot resist the ability to thief. In fact, they'll feel so guilty. They'll feel so shameful. They'll be so stressed out about stealing. And do you know that many of them, these kleptomaniacs, they even try to compensate for this stealing by returning the items to the shop that they stole them from. They can even donate those items to charity. They can even go back and pay for the items after they have stolen them. And my Flicks to Click fans, it may interest you to know that women are 3 times more likely to have kleptomania than men. And even people as young as 4 years of age and as old as 77 years of age, they can have this mental health disorder called kleptomania. So, even though it is uncommon, it happens. So we thank Onyii Alex for showing us the reality that it can happen in our society. My Flicks to Click fans. But how do we even treat this kind of mental health condition called kleptomania? How? Tell me now, tell me, I beg. Can I pass it to somebody? You can't pass it to anybody. Hey, it is not contagious. I beg, please. But let me tell you something. There is a way to treat it. Even though plenty research is not being carried out, but we know that you can treat it with drugs. You can even treat it with psychotherapy, like the kind of psychotherapy that Dr. Steve was giving Clinton Joshua, the kleptomaniac. This psychotherapy is also called mental health therapy or behavioral therapy. And what do they do there? The doctors will try and help the person understand why they do this stealing of a matter. And they'll now help them to develop ways to avoid this kind of thief. They'll help them develop ways of how to avoid stealing. In fact, that therapy, that psychotherapy for kleptomania can take so many different kinds of forms. In fact, one of them is called cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. In fact, they can even give them group therapy. They can even hypnotize them to get better from this thief problem called kleptomania. This person, when they get kleptomania, these kleptomaniacs, they have to be managing this condition all their life. They're easy. Because na mental health condition. But if they try to get better, they take their medication, they go for behavioral therapy, then their life can be near normal. But it can still severely affect their life. Because if they are caught when they're thieving, hey, what will happen in prison now? Even self, they no go fit hold better job or even hold better friend, or even girlfriend or wife, because they go dey thief everywhere. There's also fight everywhere. Anyway, since na lifelong condition, once a person develops it, they have to become stronger. If not, the urge to steal will continue to become stronger and stronger, and they'll become weaker and weaker, and they'll give into the urge. My Flicks to Click fans, let us help those with kleptomania. And if you want to know all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner, I'm going to pin a free download in the comment section just below this video. Help your friend, your family. Humanity. Now free download. I go pin them now after this live video. And if you enjoyed this my live critical pigeon review of Onyii Alex's Dante and Tovia, I bet click like, give me like, Joe, and watch all my other movie reviews. Mwah. I love you all. Bye.